A very good morning, children. So this video is on chapter 2, Rise and Spread of Islam, part 1 for class 7 history. So before starting this chapter, we have to know the background of this religion. So let's learn about it. Islam as a religion is based on monotheistic religion or religious tradition. So as you know, Islam is also like Christianity a monotheist religion. Number 1 point is this one, okay, that began and spread from Middle East. So Islam basically started in the Middle East, and Middle East during which century? During the 7th century CE. Okay, during the 7th century CE, Islam spread. Okay, it began and spread during the 7th century CE. Now, where does this Middle East basically located? It is Middle East, for another name, is known as Arabia or Arabian Peninsula. Now, if you look at this word Arabian Peninsula, now what does peninsula mean? Peninsula, okay, is a piece of land almost entirely surrounded by water, but is connected to the mainland on one side. Let's take for example, this is a land. From this side, it is surrounded by water. From this side also, it is surrounded by water. From this side also, it is surrounded by water. So on three sides it is surrounded by water, but on one side it is joined with a land. So the fourth side has a land. This is known as peninsula. Now if you look at the Arabian Peninsula, okay, it is surrounded by Red Sea in the west. So if you look at the Arabian Peninsula, it is surrounded by Red Sea in the west, okay. In the east you find the Persian Gulf. In the east you find the Persian Gulf, okay, and in the south you find the Arabian Sea. So you can see this Arabian Peninsula is a place which is surrounded by three water bodies, and it is surrounded by land on the other side. So this place is the place on which you find this religion called Islam, okay, began and spread all over the world, okay. The followers of Islam are known as Muslims. So those who follow this religion are known as Muslims. They are also called by another name. They are known as Mohammad, okay, Hamme, okay, Dans, Mohammedans. They are also called Mohammedans. So as you find in your class also, you find Muslim guys, okay, or a person who follows Islam. Their name basically starts from MD, Usman, MD, Rasidul, etc. So MD means Mohammedan. They are basically Muslims, okay. So who are the Muslims? Okay, Muslims are those people who submit to the will of Allah, okay, who basically accepts the God called Allah. Allah is an Arabic word which means God, okay, the one and only God of the Muslims. The Muslims believe that God revealed the Quran, the holy book, to Muhammad through angel Gabriel. Now you can see in your textbook only in page number, okay, page number 15, that the Muslims believe that God basically disclosed the fact, or okay, basically told about this, okay, faith to Muhammad through angel Gabriel or Archangel Gabriel, and these messages have been basically written in the holy books of the Muslims called the Quran. Now Quran is also an Arabic word which means, okay, recitation or reading, okay. Now we are going to the background of the place where this Islam was born. Okay. So in order to understand this religion and these people, we have to look at the background. So we are looking at the second heading, that is known as pre-Islamic times, or it's written in a book. It is also known as condition in Saudi Arabia. Okay. Before the coming of the Islam, or Islam was born in this particular place, okay, Arabia was basically inhabited or occupied by nomadic people called Bedouins. Okay, so Islam, okay, so this area called Arabia was basically occupied by nomadic people. Nomadic people means people who wander from place to place in search of food, clothing and shelter. That is roti kapra or makan. So whenever we are talking about nomadic people, these people basically used to live, okay, here in this place, and they were called Bedouins, okay, whose main occupation was camel rearing. So their main job was to basically rear camel. Okay, to raise camel. So rear means to raise, R-A-I-S-E, raise. Okay, raise camel. And usually wandered from place to place in search of new grassland, that is grazing grounds for their cattle, that is camels, goats, etc. Food as well as water, and also to do business from one place to another. Okay, that is trade. So the people of the peninsula, so the people of this place called Arabia, the Arabian Peninsula, okay, as a whole was mentioned as Arabs. So this Arabian people who lived in this place was called by another name. They were known as Arabs. They were divided into a number of tribes, and these Arabs were divided into a number of tribes. Okay, and these tribes means, okay, in Nepali, okay, what we call Ko Chotokar La Kul, we call it, okay, Kul, or group of people related by blood or marriage. Okay, so Kul means Janjati also in Nepali. Okay, remember that. So they were divided into a number of tribes, that is Kul, or a group of people related by blood or marriage, or they are also called Janjati. The head of the Kul or the clan or tribe was called the Sheikh. So who was the head of the tribe? He was called S-H-E-I-K-S, Sheikh. Okay, he was called Sheikh, okay, in Muslim language. Okay. Now, these tribes were constantly at war with one another. Now, why these tribes, or why these people used to fight with each other? Because there were different tribes living in that particular area, and they were basically divided into different tribes by religion, by occupation, by location, by birth, etc. Okay, so they lived in many places in Arabia. So they used to fight with each other, and they used to fight for a particular reason. This reason is called Mecca. Now, Mecca in today's context is a holy land of the Muslims. Okay, like holy land of the Christians is Jerusalem, like the holy land of the Muslims is Mecca also. There are three places, okay, which are holy lands of the Muslims. They are Mecca, Medina and Jerusalem. Okay, but if you look here, this Mecca was the main reason for the fights of these tribes with each other. Why they fought with each other? It is because of the trade routes. It is because of the business. And another thing was, it was the holy land. This was the main reason why they fought with each other, okay? Because they wanted to capture the business of another person. So this was the main reason, okay? Most of these people were said to be illiterate, means unpar. Illiterate means unpar, okay, who is not able to read or write, and superstitious. Now, superstitious means in Nepali it means andhaviswas, okay. Now, superstitious also means, okay, irrational belief in supernatural power or influence, especially in the case of good or bad luck. Okay, so superstition is always carried by good luck or bad luck. Okay, if the milk spills from the gas stove, then for some people it is bad luck in Kalimpong, but in Gujarat it is good luck. So you can see it's a superstitious belief, it's an irrational belief. Okay, now most of these people are said to be illiterate and superstitious. So these tribe peoples, okay, basically were illiterate people or uneducated people and superstitious in the belief and believed in many gods and goddesses. As you come to know, okay, from the first chapter that, okay, Christians basically believe in only one God. And here also we come to know at the first only that the Muslims also believe in only one God. But in the olden times, these Muslims, before Islam was born, they used to believe in many gods and goddesses. So they used to follow, okay, which religion? Okay, they used to follow polytheism. 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 Polytheism means the belief in many gods and goddesses, and they used to worship idols. Okay, they used to worship idols, stones, etc. before the birth of Islam. Okay, each tribe had its own god. Okay, now each tribal people are basically kul, okay, janjati, okay, group of people related by blood or marriage, and these people had their own patron gods, or they used to support one god. Okay, so each tribe, if there were 40 tribes, they used to follow 40 gods. Okay, I understand, different gods symbolized by sacred stone. They used to worship stones like we used to worship, okay, Siva Lingam. Siva Lingam is also a stone. It is an idol worship or a murti puja, we call it, no? So they also worship idols and also the black stone. Black stone is basically an idol worship, okay, kept at the shrine. Shrine means a holy place where the, okay, Parthik Sarir, okay, or the sacred, okay, sacred, okay, what we call body of the Prophet Muhammad is kept, okay, and that is kept in this place called Mecca, called the Kaaba. So this black stone, is found at Mecca. And this black stone is known by a name that is known as Kaaba, Kaaba. Okay, it is made of stone. So this is a idol worship. Are you understanding? And these Muslims, before the birth of this religion called Islam, used to worship many idols. There were around 360, okay, gods and goddesses worshipped as an idol worship. Okay. So, but as you know, today also you find this Kaaba is the holy place of the Muslims that is found in Mecca. Are you understanding? So, many Muslims go to Kaaba to pay the annual tribute to the God. Okay? Thus, before the birth of Islam, the Arabs lacked a unified religion. They did not have, okay, one religion. They had many religions. People followed different gods. So in order to unite them, okay, there was a need for such, okay, strong religion that would end the prevalent or the present condition or confusion and unite them on the same roof, on the same religion. So this was done by Prophet Muhammad in Arabian Peninsula, where this religion started and spread all over the world. With this, okay, I hope you find this lesson useful. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.